Elon Musk talks about aliens. Are they real? Maybe they are among us, I don't know. Elon Musk. Are there any pieces of evidence to it? If there are super intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already observing us. That would seem quite likely, and we're just not smart enough to realize it. He's not sure like the rest of us, but he sure asks the questions like many of us. Then where are the aliens, and why does he say so? Let's begin the video. I'm sure you guys have subscribed to the channel until now, so let's get straight into the video. Where are the aliens? Like if there are so many planets out there and the universe is almost 14 billion years old, why aren't the aliens everywhere? And this is one of the most perplexing questions, and for him it certainly has to be, as he's on a mission to make multiplanetary travel a reality for humans. Elon Musk is not the only one to talk about aliens' existence and presence, but there has certainly been an ongoing discussion on the subject for decades. People all around the world have been claiming to spot strange flying objects which later got the name of UFOs. However, this was not a matter of interest for concerned authorities till prominent figures in science, well-known researchers, and security-oriented personalities started acknowledging it seriously. The famous SETI researcher and American astronomer Seth Seth, who directs the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, has been opening up on the matter now and then, and seems to be a strong believer in aliens' presence. Once, in his talk on TED introducing the Allen Telescope Array, he said, "We still haven't heard anything and we don't know any life beyond Earth, but I'm going to suggest to you that that's going to change rather soon." He even went on confidently to say, "I feel strongly enough about that to make a bet with you. Either we're going to find ET in the next 2 dozens of years, or I'll buy you a cup of coffee." He also once quotes the great Stephen Hawking in another TED Talk that Stephen once said, "We probably shouldn't broadcast anything in space because that tells the aliens that we are here." Another great mind, Avi Loeb, the Harvard University professor who works in astrophysics and cosmology, has made a claim, though controversial, that aliens are no longer fiction but reality and they have visited the Earth. In his recent discussion with Mitchell Miller in CBS Mornings, he talked about his new book, Extraterrestrial, in which he has opened up about encounters with an alien civilization. And it may be a matter of concern for Tesla CEO and SpaceX founder Elon Musk, as he's a visionary of a permanent and sustainable human presence on Mars. The iconic entrepreneur is also the lead designer of SpaceX. He is also the founder of Neuralink and The Boring Company, as well as serves as the co-founder of PayPal. He strongly believes that humans should be multi-planet species because that's the only way to survive. Otherwise, there is no way but to face extinction, as on the basis of strong scientific predictions, the Earth is eventually going to an end someday. And here it becomes the ultimate goal of Elon Musk's SpaceX, the Mars colonization. In fact, Elon's previous and ongoing projects are all aligned with his long-term vision. Since its foundations, SpaceX has successfully maintained itself as the first private company to make unbelievable launches to space with a success ratio of 98.4%, which include Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, Crew Dragon spacecraft, and Starlink satellites. In addition to Elon and SpaceX achievements, SpaceX is also collaborating with NASA on their Artemis program, along with other 5 aerospace companies, and has launched 2 NASA astronauts into orbit on a Crew Dragon by 2020. Elon's primary focus is Mars Colony Project, and the key element to this project is to launch a fully and rapidly reusable space travel vehicle named Starship, which will carry humans to Mars and other destinations in the solar system. According to SpaceX, the spacecraft will be able to carry 100 people to the Red Planet. The project has been in its developing stages since 2018. The Starship's first crew launch was planned by 2024, but Elon announced later that the spacecraft would make its first crewed landing by 2026. Before first human landing on Mars, they are aiming to deploy a propellant plant on the planet for the local production of rocket fuel. They will further send cargo missions for transportation of fertilizer equipment and parts of Mars Architecture project. Although his ultimate Mars colonization goal seems to be outlandish to many people, he has all the reasons on Earth to stick to it. My interest in the future of humanity is what's important to do. What's the meaning of life? And I concluded that what we really need to do is to make sure that life continues into the future, and particularly conscious life. And doing so, we will better be able to understand the nature of the universe and achieve greater enlightenment. Elon's fearless approach of accelerating his plans to achieve his conclusive destination, the multi-planet travel, shows that perhaps apparently he doesn't bother himself a lot by giving too much thought to the possibility of the aliens' existence. In his talk in Joe Rogan's Experience podcast, he replies to one of Joe's questions by saying, "I want to be clear that to the best of my knowledge, there is no evidence for alien life on Earth." There is no direct sign of alien life, and when Joe asked him if he thought about aliens, his answer would be no. And that if someday there will be an alien sign, he will treat it as a new piece of information. He thinks that there is quite a high chance of microbial life, but less likelihood of sophisticated life. Even some of his questions project his skepticism regarding alien presence, which is unlikely to the other great minds in the business. You could basically bicycle to Alpha Centauri in a few 100,000 years. So in 100 million years, even at a very slow speed, you could completely blanket the galaxy. So why not? Where are they? The SpaceX founder strongly believes that if aliens wanted humans to know about their existence, they would. Also, he suggests that he would have known about alien life if there were, on the basis of the amount of work he has done in space. As far as we know, we are the only consciousness or the only life that's out there. There might be other life, but we have seen no signs of it. He opens up about his views on alien existence. He further says the reality is this is the only planet, at least in this part of the galaxy, where there is consciousness. Currently, his main focus is on the fastest path to a self-sustaining city on Mars. This is what he considers crucial and critical for human survival. The rest is just a good argument for him. I think it's important for us to take advantage of that window while it's open and to establish life on another planet in the solar system, just in case something goes wrong with the Earth. And there could be an either natural or man-made disaster that knocks the technology level below where it is possible to travel to another planet. People may or may not agree with Elon's multiplanetary and Mars colony vision by putting a huge question mark on him. But it's his obsession with the continuity of human species in the future that fuels him to put in the amount of hard work he's doing. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. If you guys liked the video, do give it a huge thumbs up and share it as much as you can. I'm pretty sure your friends would be desperately waiting to know. Well, up till then, stay tuned.